Okay, no problem. So the people, if anybody are first day today, you will receive the recorded one. This is a demo session only, don't worry. However, today I will revise briefly once again about the yesterday's class. As I said, at least 2 to 3 demo sessions you have to listen so that you will get a clarity on this Python and Python full stack is what exactly. Okay. However, today I will revise you. Anybody new today? Online guys? Anybody more? Only Ahmad is new today. Right. Fine. No problem. Okay. Let me revise in the last session. Okay. If you know, please respond in the chat box or you can unmute your mic and give the answers to me. Just let me ask some simple questions to you from the last session, whatever I discussed. Okay. So if you observe yesterday in the last session, okay, I discussed about like what is Python, what is Django, what is Django REST framework, okay, and backend technologies are what I discussed these concepts, right? Fine. Yes. Today I'm going to discuss. Okay, Kumar, I'll discuss in today's session. Don't worry. Just that's why I'm telling you. You have to just attend 2 to 3 sessions. I'm going to talk everything. Okay. Still, after that, if you have any doubts, also you can ask to me. I'll clarify your doubts. Don't worry. Okay. Yeah. So just wait and just follow my class. Fine. Okay. So, okay. Anyone, you can respond in the chat box. Okay. Or offline, guys. Anyone. Just tell me what we discuss about Python. What is Python actually? Okay. Good. Yes. Online, guys. What is Python? What you understood? You can unmute and talk directly so we can save the time because some people may type in the chat box. It may take some time, right? Okay, good. Okay, then any other? Yes. Okay, so Python is what here? It is a programming language, right? Exactly, it is a programming language that is used to write the programs. If you want to design any applications, okay, we need the programs. Programs, if you want to write, we need the programming language. Okay, actually, if you want to design the real-time applications, we have tried the programs, but we are going to start the programming from any one programming languages. Like Python is one of the programming languages. It is very easy and simple programming language by compared to all other programming languages. Like it is very easier than C language, C++, Java, .NET, etc. Okay, yesterday I shown some examples to you by compare Python code with Java code like this. Yes or no? This is a code for printing a name 100 times. Okay. Like that. If you observe here, yesterday I shown this practical also. I executed this program. Okay. The Java code means it is very lengthy, but whereas Python code is very, very simple here. Only one line code. Same way, I shown to you one more program to you. This is for code or program for reverse a string or word. This is a Java code. It's very lengthy here, but left side Python code is there. It's very, very simple one. This is called one operator. I said something name for this. What is the name for this? Remember anyone? However, in the regular Python class, we are going to discuss about this very clearly in detail. It will take 1 hour to learn this topic actually. But without spending the 1 hour time, here we are able to write this program. Okay. So we are reversing this one string using this. This name is something yesterday I said. Anyone remember? Yesterday online attended? First day. Okay, no problem. I'm revising today. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You will be having the recorded video also. Don't worry. Yeah. Anyone? Not remember? That is why I said yesterday, even if it is demo session also, you have to note something. Runtime note, something you'll say, na, runtime note, some words or some, points you have to write. So that you will remember. Okay. I said this is a slice operator. Slice. slice operator. Okay, right. Using this slice operator, it's very, very important one, because with the help of this slice operator, we are able to do many logics. Okay, that's why see, if there is no, actually this slice operator is not there in Java. That's why we're able to write this much of lengthy program. So in Python, like this, not only slice operator, there are so many concepts are there like this. With the help of those concepts or topics here, we can make our program very simple and easy. Okay, that is what. So this is a slice operator. Next, anyone can tell me what is Django? What is Django? Okay. In the Python full stack, we are going to discuss about all these I said, right? Yeah, Python means it is a programming language. Okay, and what is Django? Anyone please? Yesterday I explained with some real-time scenarios. Okay,
Web framework.
good. It is a framework. Exactly which framework it is? Web framework. What is framework I said? What is framework I said yesterday? Anyone please? What is framework? Okay, I will tell you. Framework means I said it is a ready-made tool. Okay, it is a ready-made tool. And it is a, or you can say it is an inbuilt architecture. Okay, so Django is a web framework technology. So if you use the frameworks here, what is the advantage? We can design the applications very easily and quickly. Because as a programmer, you no need to spend a lot of time to write the business logics or programs. Okay, na? So these are ready-made. Yesterday I explained to you, ready-made food. Zomato, I said something. So nowadays, because we are, unable to cook at your homes, right? So that's why people are, what they are doing, they are just ordering the food using the apps. Ready-made food is there. I said here, why can't we implement this ready-made in the technology? I said, yesterday, yes. So with the help of these frameworks, we are able to develop the applications very easily and quickly. Okay, so I'm going to show this practically also later. And it is the most popular Python framework used by many companies in the IT industry for the web development. We found design the websites, that is called here simply web applications. Then we have to use what here? Django. So many companies are using the Django for web development in the real time. Okay, we can ask a question. Already Java is there for web development. .NET also is there for web development. At the same way here, Django also is there. By comparing with the Java .NET, Django is very, very simple, easy and fast. Because it is a Python's framework. Means it is designed internally using what? Python programming only. Python only already said it is very, very simple. Yes or no? Python is very, very simple. So this is a Python's framework. That is why here we can design the web applications very easily and quickly. Not only web application, I am going to show today there are some different applications we can design using Django also. Not only web applications. In today's class, I am going to explain to you real-time scenarios also, real-time applications also. So that we can understand where we use this Django, where we use this Python, what type of application we can design exactly with the help of this Python Django. In this today's session, I'm going to explain to you. Okay, right. And next I explain to you about the Django REST framework, right? So what is Django REST framework? Django REST framework is a framework that is used to develop the APIs for the web applications. API means what here? Application programming interface. Means using Django, we can design the web application or website. After that, if you want to create an API, then we have to use here Django REST framework. So why you have to design this API means that helps to make available of the Django application to the different apps. Means once if you design any application using Django and if you want to provide the access of that application servers and databases, then you can share. Okay, you can share the API of that application to other apps so that users can interact with that application from many sources. For this, I given one diagram also to you. It's very easy to understand with this diagram. I said yesterday, right? Like we are able to access the any bank servers and databases from many other mobile apps also or other websites also. Understood? We can communicate with bank server, bank database from UPI payment gateways like Paytm. Next what? Google Pay, Phone Pay, Zomato, Book My Show, Ola, IRCTC. There are so many apps are there, so many websites are there. Okay, from these websites or apps, we are able to send the request to the bank servers or databases. Okay, now right. So after designing the web application using Django, then for that web application we are going to create the API. That API we are going to plug in into some other apps or websites so that users can interact with these banking related websites from other apps also. So that always you don't need to go to this website of bank to do any financial related transactions, because nowadays we are using the mobile apps because mobile apps makes our life very easy. We can do different transactions very simple and fast, that okay. So how we are able to do this, that is we are doing with the help of this APIs one. Okay, behind of that these apps, whatever the apps you are using, behind of this we have a API concept. That is why we are able to do all these things. These are very secure. Okay, very secure. Fine. So after this, I explained to you the backend technologies are what here, right? So in the backend technologies, we are going to discuss here Python, core Python and advanced Python both here, and Django REST framework. Along with database also we are going to discuss. Database means it is a storage area where we can store the application data. Okay, no? Because any application is having the data. Suppose you can take Phone Pay. Phone Pay is having your data, right? Your account data. Okay, or you can take any websites. Amazon is there, for example. Amazon website is there. Amazon need to store their data, customers data, orders data, customers address data. So many things we have to store. Where we store all this means we are going to store in some database. There are some different databases. Yesterday I listed out to you, like there are some databases like MySQL, okay, Oracle. Next what? MongoDB, okay, SQLite, like that. We have some different types of databases. Depends on requirement, we can use any database. Database are very simple to learn. If you know one database, understanding and learning other database are very simple. So now here I said yesterday, one database that will come by default with our Django. What is the database? Remember? Tell me anyone. Which database we can use along with our Django by default? We don't need to install it separately. We don't need to maintain it separately. What is that? Anyone, please? Can I say? Good. That is a SQLite database. This will come along with our Django. So whenever you install the Django, okay, actually this SQLite is not from Django. It is by default available with Python only. By default available with what here? Python only. Whenever you install the Python, SQLite also will be installed. So Django is a Python's framework. That's why we also can use by default what here? SQLite database. Okay. So Django offers a default database and also default server as well. Because in the real time, whenever you want to run the application, what we required? Server is required. We'll discuss in detail about the server is what. But in simple words, server means like one system, one computer, that is. Okay, in simple words that I'm telling to you, server means it is like a system or like a one computer, that is. Okay, but what is the difference between our computer and server? Our computer or our laptop we can use personally, but whereas server means anybody can use it. For example, Amazon server is there. Amazon server can access by any people who want to do the online shopping. They can use the Amazon server. They can send the request to Amazon server. Understanding? That is the difference here. Okay, we'll discuss in detail more about the server also. So here just I explained briefly, right? So I hope you understood the database is what here, server is what here. So whenever we set up the Django and Django project, automatically we will receive the what? Database and also server. You no need to set up the separate database. You no need to set up the separate server also. But in the case of Java.NET, you have to maintain the separate databases, separate servers. There is a little bit headache initially. But later, whenever you want to change the different database, different servers, that is, you can do that. Depends on requirement. But initially, we can start the development fast because the Django people has provided this environment because of to start our development fast. Later, whenever you want to change the server database, you can change it. Understanding? Okay, that is what. So, okay, this is what I explained to you. These are all backend technologies: Python, Django, Django REST framework, and database. Next, these are the front-end technologies. So, what are the front-end technologies? Like HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. JavaScript, this is a scripting language, or you can say it is a programming language. Next, React.js is a framework. Let me discuss about this all one by one in detail. So, HTML. See, if you want to design the complete end-to-end application, or you can say full-fledged application, as a programmer or as a developer, you should know and you should learn back-end technologies, databases, and front-end technologies also. Otherwise, you cannot design the complete or full-fledged application. That is why here we are going to discuss in our Python full stack, front-end, back-end, database also. Along with that, we are going to discuss some more. I'm going to explain to you. Okay. Right. So that's what here we are trying to understanding the front end or what, back end or what, all these things. Okay. Okay. These are the front end technologies. First, HTML is a hypertext markup language. So what is the use of this HTML? Anybody know what we do using HTML? Because you people may learn already in a degrees or BTech somewhere, right? Anybody please, if you know in your own words, HTML means what? What we do with that? Any idea, sir? If you know, tell me. Otherwise, no problem. We'll see that. Okay. Anybody know? Okay. Your friend is responding. Web pages designing. Good. Okay. Fine. Okay. Good. 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 Yeah. I'll explain. Please wait, Ahmed. Okay. I'll explain to you. Okay. Yeah. Just try to understand first here. Because I explained here in the front, in the back end, what are these elements I explained to you. Okay. I hope I think who is asking the question? Okay. Okay, just wait a minute. Already I'm explaining. I think Ahmed, right? Okay, just wait. If you want again the clarity, I'll explain the combination of this front end and back end also. Okay. Already explained, but still if you don't get, I will explain to you. Right. Let's discuss about the HTML. HTML is a hypertext markup language that is used to create the web pages. Web page means what? For example, you can take any other website, for example, Flipkart or Amazon, right? So if I take this website, see this website is having the pages. Now it is one page, right? Yes or no? Like if you click on any other option or link, mobiles, for example, then it is opening one more page. Yes or no? Suppose if I click on the computers, it is opening the one more page. Computer related, I mean electronic related, this is actually. Okay, no problem. And next, if I click on here, fashion, again it will open the one more page. See, if you observe the websites or web applications, these are the collection of web pages. See, every link is linked with what? One page. That is called here web page. What is this web page contains here? This web page may contains text. See, some text is there. Images are there. Okay. Maybe videos are there. Right? Videos, animations, graphics, forms like registration form, login form. Okay. maybe buttons, links. These are all the links only, right? Links, buttons, which may contain anything like this. So if you want to create these type of pages, we have to use what here? HTML. These are all different elements. Just now whatever I said. Form is one element, button is one element, link is one element, image is one element, video is one element, audio is one element, text is one element. If you want to place and if you want to display all these on the web page, then compulsory you have to use here HTML. HTML offers some different tags to create these type of elements. Okay, with the help of those tags here, we are going to create these type of elements. Next, CSS means cascading style sheets. So this is used to apply the styles for your web page. Now just now I said HTML, using that we can create a web page. But if you don't apply any styles here, that is just like a black and white. But if you want to make it more and more stylish, compulsory you have to use what here? CSS. For the buttons, for the forms, for the images, for the audios, for the videos, if you want to make, styling for that, then we have to use what here? CSS. For example, see, image is displayed here, but image is displayed is how here? In rounded shape, circle shape, for example. Okay, now like that. Suppose here, see, all these images are in a fixed size. Top image, bottom some text. Actually, it is a link only. See, how can you make it here? Top image and bottom some text with link also, right? And again, this is arranged in one particular structure or order. Okay, with some background color. Okay, so how can we arrange all these elements like this? Means that is possible using the CSS only. We cannot do this much of styling only using the HTML. Using HTML, just we can create, just we can display images like this. We can display the text like this. But if you want to make styling like this, means compulsory have to use what here? CSS. Understanding? That is the purpose of your CSS. Okay, very, very important. So because if any website is black and white, means we don't use right now. Okay, that's why here we have to make our pages more stylish, more attractive way. Okay, so for that we have to use here CSS. Next, JavaScript. So JavaScript is a scripting language, or you can say it is a programming language also. It's just like, Python only. If you know Python, understanding learning JavaScript is very, very simple. But JavaScript, it's, what we call, its benefit is what actually, what is the advantage of the JavaScript means? JavaScript purpose is actually, that is used for different purposes. For example, that we can use one of the application of the JavaScript is, we can use this is for data validation. Okay, what is the meaning of data validation? It is one of the application. I am telling only one application. We also have a set of applications here. Means the uses of JavaScript. I am telling one uses of JavaScript is very, very important one. Data validations. Where you do the validation, data validation, for example, you can take any form. Login form you can take, or registration form you can take. Suppose you are registering into one website. There you will be having a form, for example. Okay. Like here, username, password, confirm password, okay, email, like that you will be having like contact, then button, for example. Okay. Let me write here short, username, password, confirm password, email, then contact or mobile contact number, then submit button here. Okay. Assume that it is one registration form. And see, whenever you are trying to filling the data into these fields, like username, password, confirmation password, email, contact. In case the data, whatever you are entering into these fields are wrong format or not correct format. For example, whenever you are creating your own passwords, you'll be having sometimes, constraints or rules. Like password should be minimum of 8 characters, should contain some uppercase, lowercase, some special characters, digits like that. Yes or no? If you don't give such type of characters, you cannot create your passwords. Understood? Means this web page is going to do that validation. Are you following the rules or not to create the passwords? And after entering password, okay, you are following the rule, but again confirm password. Same password you have to enter here also, right? In case if it is mismatching, means here only before submission or at the time of submission only, it is going to tell you that password, confirm password are not matching. Okay. Sometimes password is not strong, very weak. How it will tell you? Because of it is doing that web page is doing some validation. It is checking your data. Yes or no? Like the same way, email, every email is having some format. Yes or no? @Gmail, @Yahoo, something like that. Email should be not like username. It should contain some symbol, Gmail, domain, username, domain symbol, domain name also you have to provide. If you don't provide the email, like in email format, it will not accept. Like contact number, it is going to validate sometimes. Contact number means, for example, it is going to check whether this contact field is having the 10 digits or not, for example. If you enter the 9 digits or if you enter the more than 10 digits, sometimes it may invalidate. How this form can do this means, that is using what here? JavaScript. Very, very important one. Commonly used scripting language. Okay. Especially that we can use for data validation like this. This is what actually data validation in the form. Before submission of your form, the web browser only is going to validate your data. Web browser only will validate the data. How the web browser will validate data means, because of with the help of this JavaScript only. In the JavaScript, we are going to do such type of validations, so that browser is going to validate your data, so that we can reduce the burden on the server. We also have some of the server side validations. Okay, server is having its own, tasks, its own, what we call, it's going to process the request responses. Okay, server is having the so many tasks internally, but we should not, you should not send all these simple requests to server to validate. To reduce the burden on the server only, we are giving some of the tasks to the browser to validate this data before submission, this data to the server, so that we can reduce what burden on the server, so that we can improve the performance of our application. Because whenever you are designing the real-time applications, you have to design the performance-based applications. If performance is poor, means users cannot use. Yes or no? For example, your mobile is there, or any app in the mobile, any app is there. That app is not responding. Suppose if you try to click on the app, it is not opening and closing, or you are browsing that app, but it is not responding properly. Will you use that app? If the app is like that, means will you use, means no. You will go for alternate apps, because people will not use. If people will not use, means there is loss for their apps owners. That is why in the real time, whenever you want to, for example, okay, you can take Amazon also. For example, Amazon is there. There are so many online shopping related websites are there. Okay, right now they are good performance. Suppose Amazon is working very slow, what people will do? They will stop using the Amazon. They will go for alternate Flipkart, for example. Then what happens? Amazon will close after a few days. Otherwise, they have to improve their performance of application. They will lose otherwise. That is why in the real time, as a developer, we have to design the applications how performance-based applications. Performance should be fast. Then only the user can use, otherwise they will not use. Even if you design the very, very big application also, people, if they don't use, what is the use of that? Yes or not? Are you able to understand? That is what. So not only designing the programs, at the same time, as a developer or as a programmer, we have to take care about the performance also. Okay, however, we'll see in the regular session. Okay, there are so many performance related coding also we can do. That is very, very important. Okay, people can write, actually, we can take simple Python program also. One program we can write 10 ways. For example, just now I said reverse the number or reverse the string program in the Python. Just now I said, for example, let me go back once again. Actually, this program I can write in one line. I can also write in 5 lines in Python. Yes, that is possible to me. Understood? Same program we can write in one line and also 5 lines or 10 lines also. But you have to understand which one is good approach. How it will work in background. Which one is fast, which one is slow. Okay, so as a programmer, we have to understand all these things. That is why developing the applications, writing the programs are not important. Along with that, we have to focus on performance also. So JavaScript is a very, very important one. As I said, that we can use for different purposes. But right now I said about one purpose of the JavaScript is data validation. Like that, we also can do some different other activities like dynamic programming. Also, we can do using JavaScript. That we'll discuss in the regular session. Okay. Right. Next, React.js. React.js is a framework. I said already, framework means it is a ready-made tool or inbuilt architecture. But it is a front end. It is a combination of HTML, CSS, JavaScript. React.js is a what here? Combination of HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So before learning the React.js, we have to understand and learn all these. Then only we can understand what here? React.js. Okay, right. So, and also one more usage of this React.js is it allows to design the applications by using a feature is called SPA. It offers one feature. Which one? React.js. SPA stands for single page application. Single page application. What is the meaning of single page application? What is the advantage of this? I'm going to explain this in the regular session because I cannot cover all these because it is a demo session. I'll explain something to you. Just you should understand what are all these. Later in regular session, we are going to discuss in detail about all these things. It's the most commonly asked interview question from the React. What is SPA? Single page application is what? Actually, from the front end, you will get a very, very rare questions. You will get the most of the questions from back end, that too from Python. That is also you have to filter because everybody can take the courses, but they don't know on which topics need to focus more. Okay, on which topics need to focus less. If you learn unnecessary things and if you try to attend the interview, you may not, recollect the answers from the topic. Okay, that is very, very important first. In the real time, what are the concepts we are using right now? First, you can focus on that. Once if you understand those, once if you learn those, remaining whatever you require learning, understanding is very simple for you. Okay, in that way, we are going to discuss our classes here. First, we have to look at very, very, very commonly, regularly used concepts or what that we are going to discuss here. Okay, we are going to design the projects also here, real-time projects. Okay, fine. So the projects, whatever we are going to design using Python, Django, what it may be, that we are going to design from our regular class topics only. Regularly, daily, whatever we are going to discuss the topics, from using those programming only, we are going to design the projects. Okay, that is why every class is very important for us. Right. So after this front end, this is a Python full stack. As I said, Python full stack means it includes all these Python, Django REST framework, database. Next what? HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React.js. Okay. Okay. Once again, I'll give a clarity to you because your friend also asking. I hope you got a clarity what this front end is doing, what is back end is doing, what is database is doing. Let me explain once again with one example. So actually, using the backend. Using the backend, what we do? Using this backend, we can write the business logics. What we do? Especially, okay, see, whenever, suppose if you use a Django, I hope before this you understood very clearly what is Python, Django, Django REST framework. Okay, now suppose I want to design the web application. Now what you have to use now? Tell me. What I should use now? Django I should use. It's a Python framework. But if you want to understand Django, compulsory you have to learn what? Python first. Understood? Okay. These Pythons are like basics. Very, very important. But in the interview, you will get the questions from this Python programming only. Most of the questions from Python only. Okay. So we are going to discuss everything from the scratch. You don't need to have any background of knowledge of C or C++ or Java. Okay. You can start from here on. You don't need to have any other knowledge of programming or technology, sir. You can start from zero here. Okay. But here, to understand the Django, compulsory what is required? Python is required. If you don't know Python means you cannot understand Django or Django REST framework. Okay, now, right? That's what. So, if you want to design the website here, compulsory we have to take what here? Django. But here, using Django, what to do here? We are going to write the business logics. We can write the business logics using the Django or Django REST framework. Django REST framework, it is for design the API. So whenever you design the API, there also you have to write the business logic. That's why I'm telling you, using the Python, Django, Django REST framework, what we do means here, we can write the business logics. What is meant by business logic that you have to understand? For example, just I am telling you, I'll take one simple example to understand business logic is what. Okay. For example, suppose this is the Amazon, right? You know, right? Amazon. Let's go just back. Okay. You know, I think you people know how to order a product in the online. Do you know or not? Okay, no? Yes. Okay. Otherwise, we can take one more simple. For example, see, actually, if you want to use Amazon, generally we have to register first, very first time. Means we have to provide our details. Yes or no? Your name, your contact number, your location, your address. Yes or no? You have to provide these information. Then after registration with your data, then at any time you can order your products. Then the product will be delivered to your address. If you want, you can change the address also, that you know. Yes or no? Like that you know. Actually, see, where this business logic is there in the Amazon, for example, see, very first time, whenever you want to register with your details, like your name, your contact address, something like that, you are going to give in the form now, first time. The data we have to store into database. Yes or no? But how to store the data into database? For that purpose, you have to write some program. That is called actually business logic. Means, whenever you, just now I drawn one registration form. You are filling that form. Whenever you submit the button, the data we have to store into the database. How to store the data into database means, as a programmer, as a developer, you are going to write some logic or program. That is called your business logic. Same way, login. Whenever you want to log in, whether you are authenticated person or not, how it is going to check? If you are registered person and if you enter the correct credentials, like for example, OTPs or mobile number, something you are going to enter, right? For login. Whether is it already available or not, how to check here? For that also you have to write what here? Logic. That is called here business logic. Understanding? Okay. Like that, these are two examples. Or you can take one more also. For example, you want to order any product. You are going to choose any product here. For example, mouse I want to order. Then what you do, you are going to see all these. Okay. Then here, see, even if you want to add to cart also, for that you have to write a logic. If I click on add to cart means that is going to add to cart. Yes or no? You can see added one cart, I mean added to one product like that. See, one is added. How it is showing the one here? Because of, for that also we are writing some logic. Later, proceed to buy. Yes or no? You have to do some payments now. For that also you have to write some program. That is called what here? Again, business logic. This is what actually business logic. Business logic means some programs. If you want to write these type of programs, compulsory you have to use what here? Python, Django, and Django REST framework. These we have to use. With front end, we cannot do this. Why front end? Now this is a front end actually. Now see, this is a front end, right? User interfaces. We ought to see if you want to interact any person or any customer, okay, with your application to the customer, we have to provide the UI, user interfaces, in the form of like pages, buttons, links, forms. Yes or no? We have to provide that interface to the user. Then only the user is going to interact with our application. For that purpose, we have to use what here? Front end technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript. We are going to use. Just now I said what is the purpose of all these things. Okay. React.js is a framework. It is a combination of all these. Okay, now? And database means, I hope you understood why this database. I already said this database we have to use to store our application data. If you want to register, where the data will be stored in the database one. Where this Amazon will maintain the data of all these products means where database only. Understand? All this product data is available in the database only. Whenever you add this, whenever you add any product or whenever you want to buy, everything will be stored into the database as a record. You can check your orders also from the past years, right? You can check. How you can check? Because all this data will be stored in the database. You can filter in which year, in which month, what you ordered. Because here we are maintaining the data of all these products. Okay. So that is why here, if you want to design the full-fledged application, compulsory, you have to learn both front end, back end, along with database also. I hope it is clear for you. Any clarity is required more now? Tell me. Any clarity is required about this front end, back end databases? Ahmed, is it clear? I think you asked right. Okay.
Yeah, it's clear. Thank you.
Yeah, good. Fine. Let's go to the next here. So these are the real-time applications of the Python. Okay. As I said, Python. See, nowadays Python is becoming very, very popular, and everybody are learning the Python. Because, as I said, one point in the previous, Python is very, very easiest programming language by comparing to all other programming languages. It's very simple to learn, simple to understand, and fast to complete your course also, because it's very, very simple to understand by comparing to C language, C++, Java also. That is one advantage here. Okay, that's why I said school kids also learning what Python. It is easier than the C language. So along with that here, I given some real-time applications of Python. Means in the real time exactly where we are using this Python coding or Python programming. Means see. So try to understand. Still, if you have any doubts, you can ask me later. Okay, I'll give the time to you. Okay, so see Python coding or Python libraries. Nowadays, we are using in the AI and ML technologies. AI means what? Artificial intelligence. ML means machine learning. I hope you people heard these words. Do you know, right? Artificial intelligence and machine learning. These are the most popular technologies right now. In these technologies, nowadays, we are using the Python. Okay. So, for example, if you want to design the robotics related applications, then we use what here? AI and ML. Okay. 1 year back, Chandrayaan machine was there, no? You know, Chandrayaan. There also we use what here? AI and ML. Very, very popular. Okay. In that we are using here Python. Next, data science is one more technology. In this data science also, we are using what? Python. Data science means it is a technology to maintain the data, to process the data, to analyze the data, means simply to do any different types of tasks on the data. We can use what? Data science technology. In this also we are using here Python, because see nowadays everybody are using the data, right? Data science is the latest one. Okay, at least 5 years back onwards we are using this one, because if you have 5 to 8 years back onwards, we are using this data science, because if you observe 8 years back, we don't have any smartphones. Yes or no? But everybody nowadays are using smartphones, means everybody are using the apps. So everybody are maintaining the data. Everybody are having so many accounts: Instagram account, Facebook accounts, YouTube accounts, Twitter accounts, something X accounts, huh? Okay, X accounts. There are so many apps are there. Every people are using the hundreds of apps. But how to maintain this data? How to process this data? How to process? To do some different activities on the data, okay, we use what here? Data science technology. So it is depends on Python. Even if you want to learn data science, even if you want AML, you have to first learn and understand what here Python. Next, IoT stands for Internet of Things. Means what? IoT, Internet of Things, means the things which we can control and manage over the network or internet, or called here Internet of Things. For example, electronic devices, lights, fans, ACs, TVs, or refrigerators. We can control or we can operate all these. We can manage all these with the help of the network or internet without staying in your homes. Okay, right now billionaires or millionaires are using these technologies at their offices or at their companies or at their homes. But common people are not using right now, but in the future everybody can use. Understood? Okay. So that is a technology here. In this technology also, we are using here Python. Next, web development. I already said Python also supports for designing the websites using Python's framework like Django. Django is one of them. Next, voice assistance. Amazon Alexa devices, right? Are you using Amazon Alexa device? We can instruct something to the Amazon Alexa. If you want anything, you can just ask to that Amazon Alexa, it will respond to you. In these apps also, we are using the Python coding. Same way, voice recognition related apps in the mobile or Google homepage, you can see there is a voice over button, right? Such type of programs also we can design using the Python. Image recognition, image passwords. In the mobile, you can put image passwords, right? So these type of apps also we can design using the Python. Next, product recommendation in the e-commerce. Means in the e-commerce, for example, Amazon. Amazon is a e-commerce website. So whenever you want to search any product today, and tomorrow whenever you open the app, it is going to suggest the same product which you searched in the previous or in the past day. How that app is going to understand? In the past you search about this product like that, because there are some programs are there. There are some algorithms are there. Same way you also can see in the YouTube. Suppose see, when you open the YouTube, what you can see, the content means the content which you are browsing daily. Related content only is going to show. Suppose daily you are listening the devotional songs. You are listening daily what here? Devotional songs. So that is going to show devotional songs only to you daily, until you search for any other particular other content. Understanding? Daily you are watching the news. So it is going to show different current news on latest news only to you daily. How that YouTube app is going to understand you are searching about these things? Because of that also there are some programs. Okay, in this also we are using what? Python. Like that. Next, Google Maps, right? I know it explain about Google Maps, right? In this also we are using Python. Language translation, like we can translate the Telugu to English, English to Hindi, something like that. Google Translator also available. No? Like that, there are so many apps also are there. Okay, English to Telugu translator. Something you can type something here, it is going to translate here, for example, right? Like that. Okay, suppose Python means it is showing something like this. Okay, so it's a programming actually. So for example here, something called cat, something like that. It's going to translate to Telugu. It's going to give the meaning also sometimes. Okay, like that. Translators. In this also we are going to use what here? Python. Next, automated cars or self-drive cars without any driver. Okay, so cars can drive itself. There also we have some programs. In that also we can use here Python. Next, in the hospitals or medical field, X-rays, CT scans, MRIs, robotic surgery purpose also. There are so many equipments. Okay, the doctors can do some, operation now. They can use some different products. In these products, there are some softwares programs are there. But see, right now, doctors are not taking the risk. They are, every time they are not cutting the body. They are using some robotics. They are using, X-rays and these type of products. So to do their operations are, their activities or operations very easy and smart. They are using what your technology. Kidney stones. Once upon a time, you observe kidney stones. These are commonly faced issues, right? Once upon a time, they were cutting the body, but right now, no one doctor is cutting the body for, remove the kidney stones. They are sending some X-rays into the body. Something that is because of programs. So technology is everywhere nowadays. We can use it everywhere. Okay, like that. So like that, these are the some of the real-time applications of the Python. Same way, we also have the real-time applications of the Django REST framework. Next, what React.js also. Okay. Later, I'm going to explain the next session to you. As I said, what are the benefits from our Harsha trainings? What we are offering. Okay, and we are also conducting some placements and also workshops to you, free workshops. I'm going to explain all these in the next session for you. So that's why I said try to understand all these things. Try to go to this video once again if you want. You can share your email IDs to the office people. Please, you can call to this. I will give one contact number to you. Okay, they will share the video to you, recorded video of yesterday's one, today's one. You can share your email IDs. Okay, you can give your feedback also about our classes. Okay, so that they will share a recorded video. Once again, you can go to this video. And tomorrow, without missing tomorrow, you have to attend, because tomorrow is a conclusion I am going to give to you about this total demo, so that you will get a full clarity. I hope up to now only you got some clarity about the Python full stack is what. But just I am explaining to you real-time examples. The real-time where we are using all these I am explaining. Later, I am going to explain the benefits from my side as a trainer, benefits from the Harsha trainings. What are the benefits you are having here? Along with that, some workshops also we are going to conduct here. What are those here? I am going to explain in the next session. But later you can decide whether you want to take this course or not. That is from the Harsha trainings or not. Okay, that you can decide. It's up to you. Okay, no? Right. So that without missing tomorrow you have to attend compulsory. Sharp at 4 o'clock you should be there here. 4 to 5 p.m. is your class. Okay, no? Yes. Any doubts more? Online guys, offline guys? Okay. Yeah. So online guys, if possible, you also can attend offline. Okay. You can take our office location. You can contact to this number as I said. You can take the location. It is KBHB nearby metro. It's a walkable distance. Just 2 minutes walkable distance from metro, KBHB metro. Okay. Just side of the road only. Okay. That's why you can visit our office. You also can contact our old students who are already training, who are already completed. We are already placing so many students here. You also can interact with them. You can take the feedback. You can take the opinion of our trainers or our office or of our Harsha trainings here. Okay. You can feel free to talk to anybody here. There are HRs are there. Okay, there are some admin people are there. Okay, our director is there. You also can talk to them. No problem. Okay, I am the trainer for you. I'll take care about the Python full stack. Okay, no? Right. Fine, guys. Any more doubts? Offline, guys. Yesterday attended, but I hope today I revised to you. So you can take. You can give your email ID. They will share the recorded video. You are okay.
Hi, sir. I have a question.
Tell me.
Yeah. So, I want to know, like, can you explain how this mock interview thing will work?
Yes, we are going to conduct the mock interviews also.
Yeah, but how this will work? Like, I'm not getting it.
Means for online guys, I will take in online. Offline guys, I will take in offline.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay. That is what. So mock interviews will be there for you. Don't worry, because that I want to cover tomorrow. Okay. That's what I'm telling you. You have to know complete about this. If you attend tomorrow, then you can understand complete what is going on. Is our total duration of this training. Okay, you can understand by tomorrow. But by today, you understood what is Python and Python full stack is what exactly you understood up to this. And I need to explain some of the real-time scenarios of remaining also. Today, just I explained about the Python real-time examples. Same way, we also have a real-time example of Django React.js also. Okay, fine. Thanks. Okay. If no doubts, you can leave session, guys. We'll continue tomorrow at the same time. Thank you. Have a nice day.